If we were to play this fairly, we would at least look at all of the countries around the world that engaged in the slave trade who are simply not interested in any form of reparations. All the Arab countries who not just traded far more slaves than across the Atlantic, but castrated all the men so that there wouldn't be any more African slaves. There is slavery across Africa today. In fact, there are more slaves in the world today than there were at the height of the transatlantic slave trade. So some of us are simply a bit bored of hearing people ripping at closed wounds and then crying about their hurt or their presumed hurt. Because everybody could do this. 1 million Europeans were stolen by North Africans over the course of decades of the North African Barbary pirate slave trade. Nobody is alive who has actually suffered the hurt, and nobody is alive who did the wrong. It's always the countries that people want to come to who are put through this struggle session. Britain, like America and France, are the most desired destinations for migrants worldwide. Why is that? It's not because we're racist, it's because we're better. It's because we're good. It's because when we see racism, we actually call it out and recognize it as a sin. Try finding that across the Middle East or in China. Nobody would hear. So what we have is a situation where the more virtuous countries are presented as the worst countries. It's sick, and most of us are tired of it.
The whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment. I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart. And it was fun.
So did you break his heart then?
Just a wee bit. I hope I did a little damage.
If I'm single, I post like picture of myself. It's not for men. It's for me. I like,
really?
Yeah. I like my profile to be like, I like to
If
make
it's
my
for you,
feed
then
look
why do you got to
good.
put it on the internet? Why not just keep it in your camera roll and look at it?
Yeah, keep it in
So
your
when
phone.
you post on Instagram, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get women. That's
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
You
difference.
know,
I'm
like,
honest about it.
I don't even respond to DMs.
That's fine, but you still like the attention.
Bruh, really?
I mean, we all like the attention, but
Okay.
I don't really do it for men.
You do it for the attention from men, which is the problem.
No, it's not about that.
You take pictures for yourself?
Yeah.
You put
I
makeup
do.
on for yourself?
Yeah.
You do your hair for yourself?
Yeah, because
you
I
wear
want to
heels
look
for yourself?
good. I swear, I'm not gonna like have a good day if I look ugly. And it's all about me. I don't care what they gonna think.
If you do it for yourself, do you go to sleep with makeup on? Do you go to sleep with your dress on? And your heels on? Do you go to sleep with your dress and your heels on too?
What's the point? I'm sleeping.
The point I'm trying to make is that women lie to themselves and say they do things for themselves. No, you do it for the express interest of the opposite.
What's up, guys? This is Will Witt with PragerU. Today we're in downtown Denver on 16th Street Mall talking to people about slavery reparations and if people deserve them. Let's do it. So a lot of people have been talking about reparations for slavery in the news. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, we're past due. We've been past due.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
I have no idea.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, I think they do deserve, more respect in our country. And if our country is all about like respect through money, then yeah. If that's the way we can pay it back, then I think it's a great idea.
Do you think that gay people should get reparations?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
I think everybody deserves equal rights.
Black, white, orange, Asian, everybody had a struggle in their race. It's not a black and white thing, it's a human thing. So if you feel like you need to go get something, go for it.
Who would you want to pay for the slavery reparations?
Like I was saying earlier, there is no payment that can be done. But if there was somebody to be taking that fault, be the government we all reside under.
Like the taxpayers?
No, we are taxpayers.
Yeah.
And the government will take your money to pay you back with your money, or whatever way they're going to do it. You're going to pay for the reparations that you want. So if you want the government to do it, you're going to be paying.
Tax makers, you know what I'm saying? The people who instilled the taxes into America. Because you can't tell me after this many years we're still in debt to France. I'm not believing that. We make our own money now. I can't believe that.
My boyfriend's half black and half Japanese, so we do talk a lot about this kind of stuff.
So would you give him money as reparations for his ancestors?
Yeah, my boyfriend's cheap. He's like, let me have all that money.
So what do you think about someone like me? I'm of like Irish descent, and there were a lot of like Irish indentured servants during the same time that African Americans were slaves. Do you think I deserve reparations as well?
No. Nobody besides the minorities, and when I mean minorities, I mean specifically the Afro-Americans.
He really just said no, even though the Irish faced persecution as well around the same time. African Americans experienced it as well. He doesn't believe they should get it. The reasons why, we do not know. The answers that a lot of people are coming up with in this video just goes to show you how stupid a lot of people are. The first person, or I believe the second person in this video, he said, why should they get reparations? And she said, I don't know, but she's saying they should get reparations. It just shows you the programming that has gone into society and how people just follow each other like sheep.
Now we're talking about, okay, think about the natives, right?
Yeah.
The natives is still suffering. How about, yeah, you give me my reparation, you get your reparation, and then we put our reparations together and help those people.
Do you think like I deserve reparations as well?
Do you think you do?
Well, I don't think anyone really deserves reparations now.
I think color has a lot to do with it too, though. Because just looking at you, you look like an American to me, you know, without even just like getting to know you. And I think that just by that alone, you do have some privilege.
Before we get back into the video, I need all of you to turn on your post notifications so that you get notified when one of my videos come out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video if you enjoyed the video, comment down below. I'll try and reply to as many comments as possible, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. Let's get back into the video.
You look like an American to me.
Oh yeah, totally. You know, and
The black people look like Americans to me too.
Yeah, but
It's not like American is not a race. It's just.
Of course, but it's not like that though. You know.
It just goes to show you how illiterate people are in terms of history. As he just stated, the Irish also faced persecution and they were also white people, but people don't know that. Social media and the higher ups have programmed society so much that they just think it's people of color or Afro-Americans that deserve reparations, although I don't think any of them deserve reparations. This just goes to show you the programming and how blind and mindless people are in this society.
You know what I mean? Like people still are oppressed just by the way they look.
How I feel about it kind of is I was born in a different time. I feel like we need to let the past be the past and move on and see where we are now, you know what I mean, if we want to advance forward at all. I mean, definitely learn from it, you know, definitely take from it. There's stuff that we need to learn from it that's been repeated over and over and over again throughout history, but at the same time, until we realize where we are, we can't change anything, I feel like.
Yeah. It's like you feel like you're not a slave and like I'm not a slave owner, so it's like we don't really owe each other anything in that sense, right?
Exactly.
As I said, there's just certain people who are always going to be programmed to follow like sheep, and they're going to be the people who will continue to fuel this race war that's going on. They will believe things that they have no idea of, they don't know the history of, they don't even know what went behind it, but they'll just believe it because it's been repeated so many times. And as I've said in a previous video, you repeat a lie enough times, people begin to believe the lie that you've told them so many times. She thinks people deserve reparations based on their color. One of the other black men in the video believed only Afro-Americans deserve reparations, although he just stated to him that also the Irish suffered persecution, but it doesn't matter apparently. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you guys enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at YinkaThatGuy, and I am out.